Speak English like a native. 100 real-life sentences you'll use daily. English can change your life, but only if you use it every day. This lesson is here to help you do exactly that. You will learn real sentences, short sentences, natural sentences, sentences real people say in daily life. No long grammar rules, no difficult explanations. Just simple English you can use today. Imagine yourself walking through a city. You hear English around you. People talk. People laugh. People ask questions. People tell stories. You want to join them. You want to speak with them. You want English to feel easy, natural, comfortable, like breathing. You can do it, but you must train your mouth. You must train your ears. You must repeat. You must feel the rhythm. You must speak slowly at first, then faster, then smoother. This lesson will guide you. This lesson will show you real English in real moments. Everyday life, simple life, human life. The sentences you learn today can help you anywhere. At home, at work, on the street, in a shop, in a cafe, with new friends, with old friends, with strangers, with anyone. In Part 1, you will learn English for greetings, introductions, and reconnecting with people. You will hear the sentences many times. You will feel the meaning. You will imagine the situations. Your English will grow every minute you practice. Speak slowly. Speak clearly. Speak with confidence. Let's begin. Section 1. Everyday greetings. When you greet someone, you open the door to a conversation. A simple sentence can create warmth. A simple sentence can make people feel welcome. A simple sentence can show respect and kindness. Here are real sentences you will hear and use every day. Take your time. Read them slowly. Speak them aloud. Let them become part of you. Here is the first sentence. Small world, isn't it? This sentence means you meet someone in a surprising place. You feel happy. You feel lucky. You feel the world is smaller than you thought. Imagine you are at a train station. You see an old friend. You smile. You say, "Small world, isn't it?" Simple, warm, natural. Next sentence. What have you been up to lately? This means you want to know what is new. You ask this when you want a real answer, not just, "I'm fine." You want to hear their life. You want to connect. Say it with a calm voice. Say it with curiosity. What have you been up to lately?
Next sentence. It's been ages. This means you have not seen someone for a long time. You feel surprised. You feel happy. You feel a little guilty. You say it with a small laugh. It's been ages. It opens the door for stories. Next sentence. You're looking well. This is a polite and positive compliment. You are not talking about weight. You are not talking about clothes. You are talking about their general look, their energy, their health, their happiness. It is a warm and safe compliment. You're looking well. Next sentence. How's everything on your end? This is used in friendly or semi-formal situations. You ask about their life, their work, their family, their days. It is soft. It is kind. It shows interest. How's everything on your end? These small sentences create big connections. Practice them many times. Say them slowly. Say them clearly. Feel the rhythm. Feel the tone. Section 2. Quick check-ins. Sometimes you do not have much time. You want short answers. You want light conversation. Here are useful sentences for those moments. Can't complain, really. This means life is fine. Not great, not terrible, just okay. People say this when they want to sound humble. It is calm and natural. Can't complain, really. Same old, same old. This means nothing has changed. Life continues. The days repeat. Sometimes with a smile. Sometimes with a sigh. Same old, same old. Been keeping busy. This means you have had things to do. Work, home, projects, tasks. It does not give details. It is simple and friendly. Been keeping busy. Nice catching up. This means you enjoyed the conversation. It can finish a short talk. It can finish a long talk. It is warm. It is positive. Nice catching up. Drop me a message sometime. This means you want to stay in touch. You want them to text you. You want to keep the connection alive. It is friendly. It is gentle. Drop me a message sometime. These sentences make everyday conversations smooth. They are simple. They are natural. They keep relationships alive. Section 3. Speaking with confidence. When you speak with confidence, people listen. Confidence does not mean being loud. Confidence means being clear, calm, present, comfortable. Short sentences help you sound confident. Long sentences can make you nervous. Short sentences give you control. Short sentences help your tongue move. Short sentences help your brain relax. Picture yourself in a street. The sun is warm. People walk past you. You see a friend. You smile. Your English feels soft like water. Your English flows from your mouth. Your English feels natural. This is your goal. Simple English, strong English, daily English. You can speak English like a native when you speak clearly and simply. You do not need big words. You do not need perfect grammar. You just need natural rhythm, real situations, real sentences, real practice. Feel your voice. Feel the air in your throat. Feel the movement of your mouth. Say the sentences again and again and again. When you repeat simple English, it becomes your English. When you repeat real sentences, they become part of you. Language is not memory. Language is muscle. Language is sound. Language is emotion. Language is connection. The more you speak,
the more you feel alive. The more you speak, the more English becomes natural. The more you speak, the more doors open to people, to ideas, to opportunities, to the world. Keep reading. Keep imagining. Keep speaking aloud. You can do this. You are learning every second. You are becoming stronger. You are becoming more confident. You are becoming more fluent. You will grow your confidence step by step. You will learn to trust your voice. You will learn to trust your English. You will learn to trust your progress. You will learn to trust yourself again. Speaking English is a journey. It is a long road. It is a quiet road. It is a strong road. You walk it every day. You take one more step, then one more, and you become better. You do not need speed. You do not need perfection. You only need practice. You only need repetition. You only need daily action. Your English grows when you speak. Your English grows when you repeat. Your English grows when you use it in real life. Your English grows when you believe you can speak. In this part, you will learn more real-life sentences. These sentences help you speak naturally. They help you speak clearly. They help you express yourself in simple words. They help you feel in control. They help you feel strong. Before we begin, take a small breath. Let your body relax. Let your mind open. Let your English flow. Now, imagine this scene. You wake up early. You feel fresh. You feel calm. You feel ready. You feel motivated. You speak to yourself softly. I can do this. I can speak English. I will keep trying. I will not stop. I will move forward. You stand up. You stretch your body. You feel your muscles warm. You walk to the mirror. You look at yourself. You smile. You say this sentence. I am ready for a new day. Now imagine you prepare your morning. You open the window. The room feels bright. The air feels cool. You breathe in deeply. You say this sentence. The morning feels good. You go to the kitchen. You make a drink. Maybe tea, maybe coffee, maybe warm water. You look at your drink. You feel simple joy. You say this sentence. This moment feels peaceful.
You start your day. You check your schedule. You check your tasks. You check your goals. You say this sentence. I know what I need to do today. Now imagine you work. You sit at your desk. You open your laptop. You open your notes. You open your mind. You feel ready. You say this sentence. I can focus. You begin your tasks. You take small steps. You take slow steps. You take steady steps. Every step matters. You say this sentence. I can make progress. During work, you face a problem. You feel confused for a moment. You feel uncertain for a moment. But you do not give up. You do not stop. You say this sentence. I will find a solution. You keep going. You try again. You test a new idea. You adjust your plan. You keep your mind open. You say this sentence. I can handle this. Now imagine you talk to someone, maybe a friend, maybe a coworker, maybe a stranger. You want to speak clearly. You want to speak naturally. You want to speak with confidence. You say this sentence, "Can you help me understand this?" You listen. You breathe. You relax. You reply slowly. You say this sentence, "Thank you for explaining." You continue the conversation. You feel more calm. You feel more stable. You feel more sure. You say this sentence, "I appreciate your time." Now imagine you go outside. You walk on the street. You look around. You see people. You see buildings. You see colors. You see movement. You feel alive. You say this sentence, "The world feels active today." You enter a shop. You look for something. You ask a question. You speak slowly. You speak simply. You say this sentence, "Do you have this in another size?" The worker replies, "You understand." You answer quietly. You say this sentence, "That works for me." Now imagine you wait in line. You look ahead. You look behind. You take a breath. You stay patient. You say this sentence, "I can wait." You reach the counter. You greet the worker. You smile kindly. You say this sentence, "Hello, how are you today?" The worker smiles. You feel connected. A small moment. A real moment. You say this sentence, "Thank you very much." Now imagine you finish your errands. You walk home. You feel a little tired, but you feel proud. You feel good. You feel satisfied. You say this sentence, "I did my best today." You open the door. You enter your home. You breathe in. You breathe out. You say this sentence, "It feels good to be home." You take off your shoes. You sit down. You let your mind rest. You let your body rest. You say this sentence, "I need a moment to relax." You drink some water. You stretch your arms. You stretch your back. You close your eyes. You say this sentence, "I feel my energy coming back." Now imagine you prepare dinner. You choose your food. You cut vegetables. You cook slowly. You cook calmly. You cook with presence. You say this sentence, "I enjoy making my meal." You sit down to eat. You take the first bite. You feel warm. You feel comfortable. You say this sentence, "This tastes good." After dinner, you clean up. You wash dishes. You wipe the table. You put things away. You keep your space simple. You keep your space calm. You say this sentence, "I like a clean space." Now, imagine you talk to a friend online. You message. You share your day. You laugh. You connect. You say this sentence, "It's nice to talk to you."
Your friend replies. You smile again. You feel supported. You feel understood. You say this sentence. Thank you for listening. Now imagine you prepare for the evening. You turn off bright lights. You light a soft lamp. You look at your room. You feel peaceful. You say this sentence. I like this quiet time. You check your phone. You read a little. You watch something small. You enjoy the moment. You say this sentence. This is enough for today. You think about tomorrow. You think about your goals. You think about your English. You think about your growth. You say this sentence. I am getting better. You look back at the day. You remember the small moments. You remember the good choices. You remember your effort. You remember your voice. You say this sentence. I am proud of myself. Now, imagine you prepare to sleep. You change clothes. You wash your face. You brush your teeth. You move slowly. You move gently. You say this sentence. I am ready to rest. You lie on your bed. You feel the soft blanket. You feel the cool pillow. You close your eyes. You let your body relax. You say this sentence. I am safe. Your breathing slows. Your thoughts soften. Your mind becomes clear. Your body becomes calm. You say this sentence. I can sleep well. Now, imagine your English journey. You have walked far. You have learned much. You have practiced daily. You have stayed strong. You say this sentence. I believe in my future. You think about your growth. You think about your progress. You think about your courage. You think about your voice. You say this sentence. My English is improving. You remember your goal. You remember your dream. You remember your wish. You remember your promise to yourself. You say this sentence. I will not give up. Now imagine speaking English tomorrow. You will speak more. You will speak better. You will speak louder. You will speak clearer. You will speak with confidence. You say this sentence. I can speak English in real life. You think about native speakers. You think about natural speech. You think about simple rhythm. You think about daily language. You say this sentence. I can sound natural. You open your heart. You open your courage. You open your hope.
You open your future. You say this sentence: I am ready for the next step. You sleep, you rest, you recharge, you grow. You say this final sentence for today: I am improving every day. In this final part, you will grow stronger in your English voice. You will learn to feel comfortable in real conversations. You will learn to speak with calm energy. You will learn to speak with clear rhythm. You will learn to speak like yourself. You will learn to speak like a native speaker. Speaking English is not only about words. It is also about feeling. It is about confidence. It is about courage. It is about mindset. It is about trust. So now, imagine your English journey as a path. The path is open. The path is wide. The path is bright. The path is waiting for you. You walk on it every day. You take one step, then another step, then many steps, and slowly you become fluent. Slowly you become natural. In this part, you will practice more real-life sentences. These sentences help you speak easily. They help you speak like native speakers. They help you in daily conversations. They help you feel prepared. They help you feel confident. Now imagine the first situation. You are meeting someone new. You smile. You want to start a simple conversation. You say this sentence: Nice to meet you. The person replies. You feel relaxed. You feel open. You say this sentence: How is your day going? You listen. You nod. You feel calm. You say this sentence: That sounds interesting. Now imagine you want to ask about something. You want more information. You want a clear answer. You say this sentence: Could you tell me more about that? The person explains. You understand. You respond gently. You say this sentence: Oh, I get it now. Now imagine a work situation. You need help. You need support. You need direction. You say this sentence: Can you show me how to do this? The person shows you. You feel thankful. You say this sentence: Thanks, that really helps. You try again. You do it slowly. You do it correctly. You say this sentence: I think I can do it now. Now imagine you want to share your opinion. You want to express your thoughts. You want to speak your mind. You say this sentence: I think this is a good idea. Someone asks you for more details. You stay relaxed. You stay simple. You say this sentence: This is why I feel that way. You explain softly. You explain clearly. You say this sentence: I hope that makes sense. Now imagine a different moment. Something is unclear. You feel confused. You want clarity. You say this sentence: Sorry, can you repeat that? The person repeats. You listen again. You understand this time. You say this sentence:
Thanks for repeating it. Now imagine you are shopping. You look around. You explore. You compare items. You say this sentence. Do you have this in another color? The worker shows you more options. You choose something you like. You say this sentence. I think I will take this one. You go to the counter. You pay. You say this sentence. Can I get a receipt, please? Now imagine you are in a restaurant. You sit down. You look at the menu. You feel hungry. You say this sentence. I'm ready to order. The server asks what you want. You respond confidently. You say this sentence. I'll have the chicken, please. You ask for something extra. You say this sentence. Can I get a glass of water, too? The server smiles. You smile back. You say this sentence. Thank you so much. Your food arrives. You take a bite. You say this sentence. This tastes really good. Now imagine you are planning something. Maybe a meeting. Maybe a trip. Maybe a project. You say this sentence. What time works for you? The person tells you a time. You agree. You say this sentence. That time is perfect for me. Now imagine you receive an invitation. Someone invites you to join something. You feel happy. You feel grateful. You say this sentence. I'd love to join. Or if you cannot join, you stay polite. You say this sentence. Thank you for inviting me, but I can't make it. Now imagine you want to encourage someone. You see them trying. You see them working. You see them growing. You say this sentence. You're doing great. You add a little more. You say this sentence. Keep going. You're improving. Now imagine someone encourages you. They tell you good words. They support you. They give you strength. You feel warm. You say this sentence. Thank you for believing in me. Now imagine you need to say sorry. You want to be polite. You want to be respectful. You say this sentence. I'm sorry for the mistake. You add a second sentence. You say this sentence. I'll be more careful next time. Now imagine you feel thankful. You want to express gratitude. You want to show appreciation. You say this sentence. I really appreciate your help. Now, imagine you feel proud. You finish a task. You complete a goal. You reach a milestone. You say this sentence. I'm proud of what I did today. Now, imagine you are learning again. You practice English. You repeat words. You repeat sentences. You listen. You speak. You grow. You say this sentence. I can learn anything I practice. Now imagine you need a break. Your mind feels tired. Your body feels slow. You say this sentence. I need a short break. You rest. You breathe. You relax. You say this sentence. I feel better now. Now imagine you watch the sunset. The sky turns orange. The air becomes soft. The world becomes quiet. You say this sentence. This moment feels calm. Now imagine you plan the next day. You write your goals. You prepare your tasks. You set your focus. You say this sentence. I know what I want to achieve tomorrow. Now imagine you speak to yourself with kindness. You look at your progress. You look at your courage. You look at your strength. You look at your growth. You say this sentence. I am better than yesterday. Now imagine a moment of fear. You feel nervous about English. You feel shy. You feel worried. You feel unsure. You say this sentence. It's okay to make mistakes. You add the next sentence. You say this sentence. I learn from every mistake. Now imagine a moment of confidence. You speak. The words come out. The sentences flow. Your voice is clear. Your rhythm is smooth. You say this sentence. I can speak English naturally. Now imagine the future. Your English is strong. Your English is clear. Your English is confident. Your English is natural. You say this sentence. I can talk with anyone. Now imagine a conversation with a native speaker. You understand. You respond. You connect. You enjoy the moment. You feel free. You say this sentence. This feels natural to me. Now, imagine you teach someone else. You share your story. You share your practice. You share your journey. You share your hope. You say this sentence. You can improve too. Just keep going. Now imagine you return home after a long day. You put down your bag. You take a deep breath. You feel peace. You say this sentence. I did good work today. Now imagine you sit on your bed. The light is soft. The room is quiet. Your heart is calm. Your mind is gentle. You say this sentence. I am grateful for today. Now you look at yourself in the mirror. You see someone strong. You see someone brave. You see someone learning. You see someone improving. You say this sentence. I believe in myself. This moment is important. This moment is powerful. This moment is real. You feel the truth. You feel the courage. You feel the progress. Now imagine you lie down. You close your eyes. You breathe softly. You feel your body relax. You feel your mind slow down. You say this sentence. I did my best today. Your breathing slows. Your thoughts soften. Your heart rests. Your mind rests. You say this final sentence. I am ready for tomorrow. Because tomorrow you will speak again. Tomorrow you will grow again. Tomorrow you will practice again. Tomorrow you will take another step. Tomorrow you will become even stronger. Your English is improving every day. Your confidence is rising. Your voice is opening. Your journey is continuing. And you are doing great. You really are. If this message hit you, then don't just watch and leave. Like this video, share it to someone who needs this wake-up, and subscribe to this channel. Study yourself 1 hour a day. We are building a different breed here, a new generation of doers, people who don't wait for permission,
people who build themselves daily, people who compound quietly and become untouchable over time. Hit subscribe, join the movement, 1 hour a day, every day. And in 1 year, your future self will not recognize you anymore. Let's grow. Let's execute. Let's dominate our own potential. Subscribe now and start becoming the person nobody can compete with.